All right, so have you ever like sat around with your buddies and argued about who'd win in a fight? You know, like if you took all the greatest action heroes and just threw them in a ring.
Yeah, I mean,
We're kind of doing that today.
oh, cool.
Yeah, so we're going deep on this this hypothetical battle. We've got three of the biggest names in action: Bruce Willis,
Okay,
Gerard Butler,
right.
and John Wick.
Wow, that's a tough one right there.
It is. I mean, you've got Willis, who's like the ultimate tough guy.
Right.
Like he can take a punch, walk through fire, just keeps coming back for more. Think Die Hard.
Yeah.
Then you've got Butler, pure brute strength. I mean, the guy held the hot gates.
Oh yeah, in 300. Right.
Exactly. Just raw aggression. And then there's Wick,
Yeah.
the Baba Yaga. This guy's like a myth, a legend. Know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's like the ultimate killing machine almost.
Right. So how do you even begin to break this down? It's like comparing apples and oranges and like a hand grenade or something.
Well, it's interesting because I think each of these guys kind of represents a different action hero archetype.
Yeah.
You've got Willis, who's that classic, never say die hero. He just relies on sheer will and determination to win.
Right.
But then you've got Butler, who's like this force of nature almost, this primal rage. It's intimidating, visually very powerful.
Yeah.
And then Wick is almost like a surgeon. He's precise, ruthless, but in a very calculated way.
So like how do you think this would actually play out? Like would Willis just be able to like tank all the hits? We saw him do it in Die Hard.
I mean, Willis's endurance is impressive, but the sources we've got really highlight Wick's adaptability. He's not just reacting. He's watching, he's analyzing his opponents, using their own strengths against them.
Oh, I see.
He's turning the fight into like a chess match.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, always thinking several steps ahead.
So I could see it now. Like Willis comes in swinging, throwing a haymaker, but Wick's already like sidestepped it, maybe even using Willis's momentum to throw him off balance.
Yeah, exactly.
And the sources emphasize how Wick uses the environment. Anything can be a weapon, a coat, a door frame. He's constantly shifting the odds in his favor.
So what about Butler? Could he just overpower Wick? I mean, we're talking about a guy who held off a whole army.
Butler's strong, no doubt, but the sources suggest Wick would use that against him. Butler charges in, all rage and fury, and walks right into a trap. Wick's all about economy of movement, finding the weak points, striking with precision.
So it sounds like even though Willis is tough and Butler's strong, Wick's strategy and precision give him the edge.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the sources pretty much all agree. John Wick wins, and he barely breaks a sweat doing it.
Really? Wow.
But this outcome raises a really interesting question. Does Wick's dominance tell us something about how action heroes are changing?
What do you mean?
Well, are we moving away from the muscle-bound brawler, the hero who just punches their way out of every problem?
Maybe towards one more like Wick.
Yeah, more strategic, more adaptable, someone who can outthink their opponents, not just overpower them.
It's like we're looking for heroes who are tough, yeah, but also incredibly smart and resourceful.
Exactly. Like Wick's victory might actually reflect a shift in what audiences want. We're not just interested in the invincible one-man army anymore. We want heroes who are skilled, cunning, and even maybe a little bit elegant in how they fight.
That's really interesting. So what do you think? Are you Team Wick?
Yeah.
Or do you think another action hero could take the crown? Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.